Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start the second poem from our English literature book. The name of the poem is Geography Lesson. Before starting the detailed explanation of the poem, let us know something about the poet. The poet of this poem is Zulfikar Ghosh. He is a poet, novelist and an essayist. His first novel was The Contradiction, which shows the difference between the Western and the Eastern attitude and the ways of life. He was born on March 13, 1935 in Sialkot, India, and now this place is present in Pakistan, and recently he is a resident in United States. Now let us focus on the title of the poem. The title of the poem is Geography Lesson. Don't you think, my dear student, it's a little different title for an English poem? We are reading English and the title is Geography Lesson. We all know what is geography. Geography is the study of Earth and its atmosphere and the human activities and the impact of those activities on the Earth. Here the poet is talking about Earth, and as Earth is a part of geography, that's why the poet has given the title as Geography Lesson, because we are talking about a part of geography. Can you imagine what our city would look like if we saw it from 10,000 feet above the ground? Can you imagine how the city will look like if we are in an aeroplane or if we are in a jet and we are seeing our city from such a great height of 10,000 feet? Can you imagine that, my dear students? Let us start with the poem. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had, seeing it scaled 6 inches to the mile. Now in this stanza, the poet is telling us that when the jet started its flight, when it sprang into the sky, it was clear to the poet that why the city had developed in the way it had. Here the way refers to the planning of the city. So it was clear in the mind of the poet that why the planning of the city is done in that way. Seeing it scale 6 inches to the mile. When the poet reached from 6 inches to the mile, all the things were looking very small from that particular height. There seemed an inevitability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. Now in this stanza, the poet is saying that the city is developed into a very unplanned and unorganized way, and this thing is inevitable, that is, that cannot be avoided, that what on the ground had looked haphazard. Haphazard means without any plan or order. So here the poet is saying that the city is looking very unplanned and unorganized, and the poet is also saying that the city grows as per its requirement, as per its necessity, and without any uniformity, without any pattern, without any style. Here the poet is again using the same line when the jet sprang into the sky to pay emphasis on the thing that all the things this poet has noticed from such height. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. Now as you can see on the screen, the city has developed near river and valleys. So when the jet reached at a height of 10,000 feet, this thought was clear in the mind of the poet that why the cities are developed near the rivers and the valleys. Because rivers provide a plenty of water and so many resources to the population, so they settled themselves near the rivers and the valleys. The logic of the geography that land and water attracted man was clearly delineated. Delineated means shown when the jet reached 10,000 feet. So when the jet was at the height of 10,000 feet, the logic of the geography was very clear to the poet that land and water are the two things that attracted man. The two things that are necessary for the survival of human being is land and water. So the population always settled themselves near two things, that is land and water, where they can easily get land for cultivation and water for their so many purposes. This logic was clearly shown at the height of 10,000 feet. So again the poet has repeated these two lines. Why? Because the poet want to emphasize on the thing that the thought of the population settling near the rivers, the valleys, the land, water, all the such things were observed by the poet at an height of 10,000 feet. When the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and it had more sea than land. So when the jet reached the height of 6 miles, such a great height, it was clear to the poet that earth was round and it had more sea than land. So as comparison to the land portion, the earth is having water in a more quantity. But it was difficult to understand that the man on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities and to kill. From that height it was not clear why. So now the poet says that at a height of 6 miles, he was able to understand why the earth is round. The earth is looking round, but it was very difficult for him to understand that why people are not living together, why they hate each other, why they find the reasons to hate each other, and why the whole earth is divided by borders into countries, cities, and the people are finding so many reasons to kill each other for shedding blood. So these things were not clear to the poet. The poet is also saying that why the people are not living peacefully in a friendly manner with each other. From a great height, the earth looks one, the earth looks united, the earth looks single. But when we live on the earth, we can see that earth is divided into so many parts by the people. The poet also feels that from a great height of 6 miles, the earth is looking one, the earth is looking united, the earth is looking single. But he cannot understand why the people search for a reason to hate each other for shedding blood. These are all the things that the poet has observed from such a great height. So to sum up the poem, we can say that the poet is talking about three things. First, how the earth looks from the sky. Second, how the civilization has established. And the third is the question that comes to the poet's mind, that despite of being living on a single earth, a united earth, we are divided into so many countries, cities, or we can say we have built so many walls around us in the name of caste, in the name of religion, in the name of financial status. So these were the so many things that were observed by the poet. So my dear student, this was a very beautiful poem that shows us the look of the earth from the sky and the thought that came into the poet's mind. I hope this poem is clear to you all, and we will meet the next time with another chapter. Till then, take care of yourself and thank you so much for listening so patiently.